Trump just accidentally confessed and nobody's talking about it. So let me get this straight. The President of the United States walks into a closed-door meeting, looks at his own party, and basically says, if you don't win the midterms, I'm getting impeached. That's not strategy. That's not confidence. That's a hostage note written by democracy. Because think about that framing. Not if we lose, our policies stall. Not if you lose, Democrats block my agenda. No. If you lose, I personally go down. That's not a campaign message. That's a confession with polling data. And before anyone jumps in like, oh, that's just Trump being Trump. No, this is different. This is bluster. This is what panic sounds like when it puts on a red tie. Because here's the wild part. Innocent people don't talk like this. Innocent people say, judge me by my record. Trump says, judge me by whether I still control Congress. That's like a restaurant owner saying, if the health inspector comes back, we are done. Bro, then maybe clean the kitchen. Now let's talk about why this moment matters. Because Trump didn't say this at a rally. He didn't say it on Truth Social at 3 a.m. He said it behind closed doors to Republicans at a retreat like, guys, if you let them win, they're coming for me. That's not leadership. That's political, emotional blackmail. He's not asking Republicans to fight for an idea. He's asking them to fight for him. And that's a tell. Because at the exact same time Trump is saying this, 3 separate accountability trains are coming down the tracks and he sees all of them. First train, impeachment, already loaded, already written. House Democrats don't need to investigate. They don't need to configure out articles. They already exist. They are sitting there like IKEA furniture. All they need is a majority and an Allen key. Day 1, articles filed, no warm-up, no preseason. That's why Trump said, I will get impeached. Not I might, not they'll try. He said it like gravity. Second tree, the Senate choking off the money. Senate Democrats are threatening to block DHS funding unless Trump agrees to basic reforms. And when I say basic, I mean stuff like body cameras, warrants before raids, accountability when federal agents kill Americans. You know, the stuff police departments already do. And Trump's response isn't, of course, transparency matters. His response is basically, how dare you put rules on me? Which raises the obvious question. Why are body cameras a deal breaker unless you don't want receipts? Because now Trump is stuck. If he accepts reforms, he admits oversight is needed. If he refuses, DHS funding collapses and his law and order ban feeds plans on live TV. Either way, damage. That's train number 2. Third train, the Constitution. Yes, that dusty old thing. A U.S. Senator has now formally introduced a resolution declaring Trump ineligible to ever hold office again under the 14th Amendment. That's not Twitter drama. That's not cable news noise. That's a constitutional marker. Even if it never passes, it does something dangerous for Trump. It puts the accusation into the official Senate record. It's like writing, just so future courts know we clocked this. That stuff doesn't disappear. It gets cited. It gets footnoted. It shows up later like a jump scare in a horror movie called Federal Appeals Court. So now, zoom out. Trump isn't facing one threat. He's facing layered accountability, immediate funding pressure, prepared impeachment, long-term disqualification, and his only defense is, please don't let Democrats win. That's it. Not innocence, not legality, not exoneration. Just keep me protected. Which is why his message to Republicans wasn't, let's win for America. It was, let's win or else. That's not a campaign. That's a survival pact. And when a president tells his party, your job is to protect me from impeachment, he's admitting something huge. Governing is secondary. Representation is secondary. Accountability is the enemy. Because if Trump actually believed he did nothing wrong, losing the House wouldn't scare him. Obama lost the House. Biden lost the House. They didn't go, well, guess I'm getting impeached. Trump did. Why? Because he knows what's waiting. He knows there are actions documented, filmed, recorded that flip from controversial to chargeable the moment Democrats get the gavel. And here's the most telling part. Trump didn't say Democrats would invent reasons. He said they'd find them. That implies the reasons already exist. This isn't persecution paranoia. This is pattern recognition. And that's why 2026 isn't just a midterm. It's a referendum on whether political protection beats constitutional accountability. Trump framed it perfectly, accidentally. If we lose, I get impeached. Not because Democrats are evil, not because the system is rigged, but because the shield drops. And when the shield drops, all that's left is the record. So yeah, this wasn't a slip, it wasn't a joke, it wasn't Trump being dramatic, it was a man staring down consequences and telling his party, don't let them touch me. And that, my friend, is not strength. That's fear with a microphone. If you want breakdowns the mainstream media won't connect, subscribe. Because when a president admits his survival depends on winning elections, not defending actions, that's not politics. That's accountability knocking.